From trauma to joie de vivre. How is that possible? Welcome to Post-Trauma Secrets and Decluttering, where we go behind the scene and reveal how to free yourself. Come and discover the 4 dimensions of a decluttering journey with your host, Valerie.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Post-Trauma Secrets and Decluttering channel. I'm Valerie, and today we have something truly inspiring in store for you. I'm here with the incredible Tharon, a remarkable individual who has experienced a life-changing transformation through our Doers Academy program. Tharon's story is a testament to the power of growth, perseverance, and personal development. In this exclusive interview, we'll dive deep into Tharon's journey, discussing the pivotal breakthroughs and extraordinary progress achieved. So grab your favorite beverage, settle in, and get ready to be inspired by Tharon's remarkable story of transformation. Let's get started. Hi, Tharon.
Hi, Valerie.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure and my honor.
Oh, thank you. So, Tharon, can you please share your overall experience with the Doers Academy program and what initially prompted you to join us?
Well, what prompted me to join was that I was just about to go to bed and I saw a thing on Facebook, and it said that trauma was connected to clutter. And I've always had a problem with clutter, and I've had significant traumas throughout my life. And I'm going like, duh, why did I never think of that before? And so I immediately, answered the ad and got started, with the program, and it has truly changed my life. I can't thank you enough. And
we're so glad you did the work. So what were the specific challenges or goal you were hoping to address when you enroll in this program?
Well, I was having complete breakdown of my executive function. I couldn't think. I couldn't organize. I couldn't plan anything. I couldn't remember anything. I thought, okay, Alzheimer's is setting in and I am falling apart. I was basically in a basket and the basket was disintegrating, and I didn't know what to do. And that's how I came into this program, as a complete disaster, not only in my house, but in my head. And I couldn't cope with anything. I'm living in a situation where I'm surrounded by clutter, both mine and the clutter of the person who I'm house sitting for. And so it just it compounded my clutter. And I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I was at sea and lost.
Wow. Could you describe any significant breakthrough moment or achievement you experienced during your time in the program?
Well, I think from the very beginning, as I said, my executive function was non-existent. And the things that I learned in the program, the Doers Reset and all the stress management things that I learned, I was able to get my cortisol level down because I was basically drowning in it. And that was the beginning of me being able to come back to functionality and be able to do something. I'm in the process of trying to move from Oregon, where I live, to where my daughter lives in Illinois. And I've got this mess I'm going to have to deal with before I can move. And it was going nowhere, and I was going nuts.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the executive function. Let's say time management and organization. I know they have improved as a result of participating in the Doers Academy. So tell me a little bit more about those two.
Well, I was at a point where I didn't manage anything, including time. I was so overwhelmed, and a lot of times I would just go to sleep because that's the only way I could escape the mess and not have to deal with the things that were falling apart around me. My finances were falling apart because I wasn't able to remember to pay bills on time. I was just, whatever needed to be done was not getting done.
Yeah. So how is your time right now?
My time right now is, I'm still working the program, and I've been in the program, I think, about 7 months now, and it's made a tremendous difference. I'm able to get things done and plan my day. The things we learned about the big three. I make my list, and I put my big three. Okay, these are the 3 things that need to be accomplished today. And I sometimes do things that aren't on that list. And if they don't get done, then they go on to tomorrow's big 3. But it's helped tremendously to be able to manage my time and be consistent and keep up with the things that need to be done around the house. Things tend to reclutter if I'm not careful, like my dining table. I just recaptured it again the other day because it had gotten to be a mess, because it's a flat surface and it's a good place to put something that's in your hand that you don't want to deal with right then. And first thing you know, you have no dining table and you're eating on your lap at your computer.
So can you provide specific examples on how the program helped you enhance your decision-making abilities or your problem-solving skills?
Definitely, yes. Well, the things that I've learned since I've been in the program have helped tremendously. And of course, the Doers Reset and all the stress reduction things that I've learned have definitely helped everything. And I've got a new lease on life now that I didn't have before. And I'm able to get things done. I've learned things about my trauma through the various things that you offer in the program. The EFT, emotional freedom technique, has helped tremendously, and I've discovered parts of my trauma that I had even forgotten about. And I'm going like, yeah, how about that? I remember that. And it's why I can't write in a journal, because I'm afraid that someone will read it and I'll be in trouble, or they'll judge me. And there's so much shame attached to the trauma and to the clutter. And I'm learning to deal with that. Your program is so rich and nourishing. I mean, the things that you folks add to the program on a continual basis are just incredible.
Thank you. So do you have any story or anecdote that highlight how the program positively impact your relationship or your day-to-day?
Well, my relationship, my youngest daughter was living with me for a while, and then she moved out, and she wanted to, I've always made jewelry, and she had decided, gee, Mom, since you're not using any of your beads anymore, would you mind if I come and got some, and maybe I could make some jewelry and I could, sell it or something? And I said, sure, why not? That's one more thing out of my way. And so she came over, and we looked in the garage to to the shelves where all the bead making things are stored. And she takes one look at it, and it was like, I almost laughed because I could see that my mess was overwhelming to her. And she said, "Oh my goodness, no, never mind. I can't deal with this."
Oh, okay.
And I'm going like, okay, there's an example of generational trauma for her. She's got this idea that she can, use some of mom's beads and make something that she can sell and earn some money. And she takes one look at it and says, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah. But I'm glad you take it.
It was sad, but it was like almost comical to see my own overwhelmedness being shown to me in my daughter. And like I said, it was sad, but it was also funny sad.
Yeah. Were there any specific lesson in the Doers Academy that resonated the most with you?
It would be hard to pick. I mean, everything I've learned going through the milestones in the workbook, the mandalas that we work with, and it's really difficult to pick anything. This program is so complete. The time management and routine classes have helped a lot. The decluttering specifics, the steps, how to do it, where to start. The idea of starting with a cafeteria size tray and not trying to declutter a whole room at once, because I've done that. I've moved everything into one place, so I had another place clean, and then that place is destroyed, and I've accomplished basically nothing. Or the other thing I've done is tried to do a little of this here and a little of that there, and I wind up not accomplishing anything discernible any place and feeling completely defeated, like, okay, I think I just made a bigger mess, and besides that, I now can't find 90% of the things that I was looking for. And that's another thing. All the things that are lost, that just drives me bananas. So I'm finding things as I declutter the small areas without getting overwhelmed. I'm finding, oh, that's where that was. And it's just everything we've learned has helped me in big and in small ways. That's and awesome. Another thing is the support from you and JM and everybody at Do Well, and the support of the peer group in our Zoom meetings has been tremendous. It's important to realize that you're not the only one. The shame of being afraid that somebody's going to come to your door and you're going to have to just open it a little bit and say, I can't talk right now, because you're too embarrassed to let them in your house because it's a disaster.
Yeah, it's so different now to be able to open the door and let people in.
Yes. It's a lot nicer.
It is.
A whole lot less stressful.
Yeah. So when a new challenge arises right now, is it easiest to adapt to the new challenge than before?
Oh, definitely.
Do you have an example for us?
Well, for instance, this morning, I have this little heat pump / air conditioner that I got. For this room is like a sun room where all the plants live in the winter when it's too cold for them to be outside. And the thing, the way it has to fit, it hooks into the window with two big pipes, accordion kind of pipes. And it's heavy as all get out. And my daughter and I fixed it the other day and set it up on a little wooden bench to get it into a better position. And I noticed this morning when I was over looking at the plants that are behind it, that the darn thing had like tipped almost over, but it couldn't fall off the little bench because of its pipe and where it's sitting. And I thought, okay, I got to fix that. And so I was able to move things about an inch this way to get a little more real estate for it, to have more room to sit. And I got out my Gorilla Tape. And the thing is on wheels, little casters, which makes it want to roll around on the bench, which can't do that. Mm-hmm. So I took the Gorilla Tape and I taped it in 5 or 6 different places, like 3 across the front and 2 on one on either side. And now it's firm and steady. I didn't panic. I solved the problem, and my heat pump will not roll off of its little perch.
That's awesome. It makes such a difference when our executive function are kind of have clarity and are able to think, basically.
Absolutely. That's a fresh example just from this morning.
Yeah. How do you envision applying the skills and insight gained from the Doers Academy in the future endeavors?
Well, for one thing, once I get moved to Illinois and have my own space, it isn't going to get this cluttered anymore, because now I know what caused it. I know how to not let it get recluttered. I won't lose my dining table anymore. It's changed my life. I work every day to be sure that things don't go sideways on me, like the letting dishes pile up in the sink or something like that. I've conquered that problem. Mm-hmm. And the place I'm living has a tiny little kitchen, so it's a real challenge to keep the kitchen area squared away so I'll be able to actually cook in it. But that's how, and I do. It's amazing. And I have a table I can sit down and eat what I cooked. It's incredible.
I love that. So finally, what advice or encouragement would you offer to individuals considering joining the program, and especially those who are looking to improve their executive function or thinking they have ADHD? Or
I would say do it, because it will change your life too. The changes that it's made for me are incredible. The things I learned, and I had always considered myself to be a pretty functional person, having raised children and, managed a household. And, I thought I had a handle on all of this until the cortisol kind of went and submerged me. And I realized that I couldn't accomplish anything. I was stuck and lost and drowning. And so if that is the position that you find yourself in, or even anything near that, I would say 100%, this is the program that you need to help you learn to get out. The support you get is incredible. It's just, they're so innovative, and they have ideas of things that I've been struggling with all my life that I didn't even realize could be corrected, and my thinking could be gotten back on track. I'd say just do it. It's worth it. It's priceless.
Wow, Tharon, your journey is nothing short of incredible. Thank you for sharing your inspiring story with us today. I'm sure our viewers have been as captivated and inspired as I have by your experiences and the tremendous growth you achieved through the Doers Academy program.
You're welcome, Valerie. It's been my pleasure and my honor, and you saved my life.
And for those watching, if you're interested in learning more about the Doers Academy program or have any question, we have included all the relevant links and information in the video description below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video if you find it inspiring. Remember, your journey to personal and professional growth can start today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep reaching for your dreams.
Thank you so much for taking time to listen to this episode. If you want to help break the trauma stigma, share this episode and give hope to your friends and let them know it is possible to get free from trauma. Valerie and JM want to help you further by offering you Declutter Your Life 101. Be sure to go to dowellht.com/free yourself. That's dowellht.com/free yourself to get your free quick summary and start your decluttering journey. Thanks again for tuning in, and be sure to join us next time to discover another secret on post-trauma secrets and decluttering.